Hello everybody, and welcome back to Bleeding Viper on the Bellocraft server. So, today we've got some plans. We're going to get an iron farm going, get some villagers, get geared up, and then come back to the main island and get our starter base done. It's a lot to do. Let's get to it.
Hello everybody, let's talk iron farms today. So the iron farm design that I have picked out for this season is one I've actually used a lot. I think I featured it in the Skyblock series that I did many years ago. So this is based off of CubFan135's original iron farm design back when iron farms changed. I believe it was around version 12, if I remember correctly. So I like it because it just works every time. It's pretty simple to build, and you can like literally get dozens of modules if you need a ton of iron. This thing is going to produce for you. So I will stop the time lapse during some key points just to kind of fill you in on some of the mechanics, just in case you want to build this in your own world. But yeah, let's jump into it. Okay folks, wanted to stop here to show you exactly how to put the lava in. You notice I'm putting these signs with leaving a gap between where the water is and then the lava is going to go on the block directly above these signs. The reason for that is if you put the lava where the tough blocks are right there, then it's going to turn to cobblestone, and you're not going to get a clean level of lava, which you need, and then the iron golems be stuck on top, so I didn't want to get frustrated there. Now, as far as my theory on villager breeders, a lot of people like villager breeders. I really don't. They take up a lot of lag, and so what I prefer to do is let the villagers get their free con. I just put down as many beds as villagers I want, and then once I do that, I go get my villagers, and then I will typically feed them bread, but you really just need 2 or 3 to get started. As you can see, I've got a huge wheat farm over there to get my bread from. And I'm just going to get a couple of villagers in here from the villagers I trapped. Oh, there's another one. Take him by minecart. It was a little too hard to boat him. And then once I get him in there, I'm going to... Okay. Again, I just need to break the boat here and then make them some bread, and then they will make, depending on how much bread, I think it's like for every 6 bread they'll make a villager up to the number of beds they have. And so oh yeah, the hoppers, let me do the hoppers as well. So really you need 6 hoppers in a good iron farm, or at least in this one anyway. And so I just have them pointing out, so that way I can build the collection area out, and then I can build some villager trading halls. Or not trading halls, some villager trading stalls inside here. I'll kind of go out and show you where I put the collection area. Eventually this is all going to be hooked up to an auto crafter to craft the blocks, and then I'm going to turn excess flowers into bone meal. Should be about right. Oh wow, that's cool. That's right on. So get a chest here, and then while you're storing, or while you're first doing this, you can just like put some hoppers into some chests and create plenty of storage for you once you get that going. But eventually, like I said, I'm going to have a villager trading hall inside here. So, and last, before I let these villagers do their things, they make lots of baby villagers, I'm going to show you exactly where I place the lava. So, as you can see, that block right above the signs,
blow these trees up.
and then that'll give you a nice clean blade of lava. You do want it to be higher than where the hoppers are. That'll allow the iron golems to
I would rather not be my...
die, because the blade will touch their heads at the 3rd block high, but then the iron and the flowers are not going to burn up in the lava because they drop in the middle of the iron golem. So that's ideal placement here. And then lastly, so those of you who know me know that building is not my strong suite, but I am making a real effort to try. I think you guys are going to like the starter base I've got planned. I think it'll be pretty good for what people expect of me. I think I'm going to make a leap forward here. I did find some calcite, which was cool. Just out in the world there was a calcite vein, and so use it for this little porch here. Nothing great, just make it a little decorative. And let's see, what if we do a border around the side of this? What are we thinking? Spruce maybe? Yeah, what about some spruce stairs? Let's see how those look. Okay, so let's see, dig around here first. And again, all this is purely decorative here. So I'm gonna try. Like I said, I don't know how well it'll turn out, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah, let's throw in some spruce stairs here. Whoops. Fix that in a second. Sweet. Alright, let's put some fence posts up. And then this will give us actually a second layer of protection against zombies as well, because zombies cannot climb fences, villagers cannot climb fences, so if one of the babies gets out, it'll still be stuck here. And I guess if the baby's out, a zombie could technically get through the fence, but we've got the 3 fence gates inside. Build a little roof here as well. And then maybe do a little bit of decoration. What do you think? We could use maybe some chairs, table. Let's see. Let's do. Something I was thinking about. Making these all spawn-proof blocks, but I don't like the way that angle would look. So yeah, that angle looks good, and we'll just throw a few torches for now. Eventually I can have like some lanterns or things once we get some new things. Put some armrests on these chairs. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Do a little more decorating. But in the meantime, let's build us some villager cells up in the sky. And again, I'll stop once I get to a place that I think where you guys will need some more explanation of how to build this on your own world. So let's get to it. Alrighty, so let's build us some villager modules. So I'll show you how to build one villager module and the collection area. So I went up 20 blocks from the top of the thing. You could do less, but I found 20 also will get the iron golem out faster. And then I went over 1, so that way the iron golem falls into the trap. Alright, that was 6 dirt blocks, and then you need to arrange the other blocks in this pattern right here. The dirt blocks are temporary, so you can use any temporary blocks there. And then we're going to do 2 on the side here for some beds. And you do want to put that torch in there so you don't get a zombie spawning in your villagers and then making a bad day for you. Because at this point, at this early in the world, I do not have stuff to heal villagers, so they would basically be a loss. Alright, then you're going to put 3 beds in this formation right here. And then a temporary block here. And then you're going to want to put a half slab there. A couple temporary blocks so we can get onto this part. Break that temporary blocks, put a carpet there. Now that carpet is going to block line of sight for the villagers as they bob up and down in the water. That's very important because if you don't block line of sight, then they'll just constantly remain scared and then they will never spawn. I'm going to put a trapdoor there to keep the villagers from spawning in the bed, and then glass blocks on everything else. Now that block underneath the torch is eventually going to have a water block in it, but we're going to do that here in just a little bit, and you'll see why. I can break some of these temporary blocks, the ones under the beds. I'm going to want to leave that one though. Well, maybe not. Yeah, that's true. I just need to get up to put the water source in, so this will be fine. So I can break all the ones underneath the bed. And so there should be 4 dirt blocks between the cauldron and the bed. Some people have said you can use a composter. I've not had as much luck though. And then you're going to mirror everything on this side over here. So now the color of the beds and the color of the wool does not matter. You can use any color beds or wool you have. In fact, the color of the glass doesn't matter either if you want to make it more decorative. I just smelted some sand to get this glass right here. And again, we're going to put the temporary block, the half slab, right, the temporary block, the carpet. And then again, it's very important that this trap door is in this position. If you close it, then the villager can spawn on the bed, and the farm is just not going to be as effective. I think it still might work if it gets closed, but it's not going to be as efficient. And again, we'll break these temporary blocks right here. And so this is actually technically 2 villager modules. Each one has the potential to spawn an iron golem. If you wanted to start off slower, if you don't have as many villagers, you can do 1. Okay, then you're going to do 1, 2, 3 dirt blocks here, and then we're going to build a 5x5 platform. This is where your iron golem is going to spawn. But we are going to need to leave that middle empty. Whoops, 2 on each side is what you want to do. We are going to need to leave that middle block empty for when we bring our zombie up, because that's where we're going to drop our zombie onto the cauldron. And then I'll show you how to get the zombie actually inside the cauldron, because there is a trick to it. It's pretty easy, but there is a little bit of a trick to it. And again, we're building a 5x5 here, where iron golems spawn, and then we're going to use water to push them into the collection area below. And again, that collection area is not, how you build it is not important, just as long as it's got some place to put the iron golems in some lava. Alright, now we're going to build fence gates, or use fence posts all around. That's a temporary one right there. You could also use a temporary block there, doesn't really matter. And then you're just going to go all the way around on all sides. And then you are going to also need 5 fence gates as well. This is going to keep the water from going into the collection area while also allowing the iron golems through. And then again, this one right here was temporary, so we're going to break that. And then we're going to make this 2 high. You could technically do it 1 high, but I've had an issue with iron golems getting caught on the fence, and of course if they get caught on the fence and they don't get flushed away, then there aren't going to be any more iron golems to spawn. So I'll make this 2 high. And another note too, you can go up, I would go up another 20, you can do less, you know, I mean technically, But you can go up another 20 and build another one of these. But you do want to build it one block closer to the collection area. So overhanging this one by another block, because other words, sometimes the iron golems won't get that momentum. They'll see the zombie turn around the other way, and then they will get caught on the one below. So in order to do that, you just need to build it in one further, so kind of offset it a little bit. If you've got any questions on how to do that, you get to that point, leave me a comment below. And so we're going to use 5 water sources. And I've got this blocked currently because I'm going to put a zombie in this hole, but eventually these temporary blocks will be replaced, so that way we can get a zombie in. And then you're also going to want to put half slabs here. Very important that they're half slabs. This is what's going to keep your zombie in place while after you put it in the hole, before you actually get it into the cauldron, because other words, it'll just walk off the cauldron and end up on the ground or in the collection area with lava, and then you've got to get another zombie. So that's no fun. And then we're going to put the water sources there. And again, I did that last because we needed the water for the collection area. And so that way I didn't have to lug around 2 more buckets. It's just as easy to do it at the end. Then we can break all these temporary blocks. And then you saw that we brought up some villagers. I did want to show you how to at least get one of these in the thing. So you use a trapdoor. Make sure you use an axe to break the minecart. If you use a sword, it'll have that sweeping edge attack, and then that will potentially harm the villagers. Okay, now a zombie. So this guy right here can carry items. That's what we need because we're going to want to put an iron helmet on him. But for now, we'll just cover him up and go to sleep. And then we got our iron helmet now. Just break the 1 block here, throw the iron helmet in, and he'll put that on, and that'll protect him from the sun. You can use glass or a half slab here to keep him from suffocating when we do take him out. Actually, let's take him out of the corners. I think we can probably take him out of the corner. No, let's do this other side here, I think. Yeah, that would be better because that's closer to where we want him to go up. Let's see. Use 2 powered rails here. Okay, then we're going to need to push him towards that rail as well, so that way he's all the way in the corner. So just water right there will push him towards that corner, and then we can just collect him and send him right up. And I've already prepared the area up there to collect him. And in case you're wondering the ratio of powered to unpowered rails, I found that if you use 2 powered rails and then 4 unpowered rails, I don't have any issues with the zombies or villagers getting up here. Okay, now to get him into this cauldron, what you want to do is you're going to want to use a shield to push him. He's going to hit you back, but as long as you got that shield up, you're protected. Go back until he quits hitting you, then put the half slab up there, and that'll keep him from jumping back up. And we got an iron golem immediately. So it's actually good that he spawned here for me to show you this, because so we are going to have to remove all of these temporary blocks. I mean, I guess you can leave the dirt blocks there, but it's, make it look a little nicer if you didn't, but if you want to use some sort of decorative blocks, that's not going to be such a big deal. Let's go ahead and remove all these dirt blocks right here. But if you accidentally hit that iron golem, he will make pretty quick work of you. So I'm shifting now, and again, it's just better to kind of push him off right here, so that way you just don't have to deal with him. Even if he ends up outside the farm collection area, that's fine. It's okay to have a few iron golems walking around down there. They'll take care of any riffraff that gets around there. So it looks like Trinity needs some help with something. So let's prepare to head to spawn and help him. It's going to be a bit of a journey, so I need to do some shopping anyway. So
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
How are you doing today?
I'm delightful. How are you?
I'm hanging.
Alright, so I'm about 4,000 blocks out and I've got to walk. So it'll take
Don't
just
you,
a minute.
are you not having a elytra yet?
No. I just started like yesterday.
Ah, fairly new. Gotcha.
Actually, I need to go to the shopping district anyway, so let me bring some diamonds with me.
Yeah. Pretty sure there's some elytras being sold around here.
Oh, sweet. Any idea how much they are?
Uh, don't remember off the top of my head. Kind of stuck right now.
Ah, what's going on?
Just a little prank. Actually, if you could help me get out of here, that would be awesome.
Okay, what do I need to help you get out?
Just a pickaxe, honestly. Not even a pickaxe.
Okay.
Just need the glass broken.
I'm not gonna get in trouble for this, am I? Are you the one that they were?
No.
said-
No.
Oh,
No, you shouldn't get in trouble.
do what?
I said no, you shouldn't get in trouble.
Okay. Shouldn't.
Yeah, shouldn't.
Whoa, now. What do you think you're doing, Frenity?
What do you mean?
What are you doing?
I'm just
before God?
talking. Nothing. I'm just talking to him, and while editing at the same time.
You're
Yeah, just
telling
getting to know.
Get you out of there?
What do you mean? I know what you're talking about.
I'm Cold Throb's joining soon.
That's great. More people
Oh.
talk to, the better.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna help him get some armor and elytra,
Mm-hmm.
fun stuff.
Thought I explicitly set you in your little cage until you finish that. Did I not?
What are you talking about?
Throb, I think he's making fun of you.
Also, why is he
Ow.
small? Did you make him small?
Yeah, he made me small.
Yes. Yes.
Started harassing me,
You have like a little.
and now I'm actually trapped in here. I can't even astral project.
Yeah, that's the intended thing.
All right, so it's a start. It's not finished, so, but it's a start. Let me show you around. All right, so got a little garage here with a nice little finished concrete floor. Not concrete, it's, you know what I mean. Go into here, and so this might change. Ooh, I forgot a block. As I get the different rooms done, but so this is only temporary. But I got some clay on the wall. This actually goes down here. Here's where we'll have some farms and stuff in there, and then of course down there we're gonna have a mine. Right now it just goes down to clay. Upstairs have a little storage area right here, and then I don't know what we'll do here. Probably like a party room or a kitchen or something like that. Yeah, it's a little deck, put some chairs and things here. Some paintings. Got a couple of spore blossoms for the ambiance. Then we're going to have a little back porch area here, but that'll have to be an extra episode because I'm new to interiors. Don't really do them very much. So this is going to be new to me. So give me some time. Be a little patient with me, and I will get an interior done. I do like the garage door. I don't know if it quite matches. I might like put some trapdoors on the outside or something of it. But these are chiseled bookshelves right here. I thought it looked kind of good. Let's see, you got the chains going on. So yeah. So I also did a thing. So got tired of walking 4,000 blocks. And so made a little path under the nether roof to get to my base. Just follow it this way and you're there. So, instead of 4,000 blocks, 2 directions, it'll be about 500 blocks, 2 directions. So why not the nether roof? I needed quartz. And if I tunneled here this way, then I was able to get some quartz I needed. Plus, it looks like I found a nether fortress as well that potentially hasn't been occupied. So hopefully in the next episode or 2 we will be able to take on that with some friends and get some stuff. So yeah, so that's what we've got done so far. So a trick for traversing the nether, if anybody wants it. So what I do is head back in here. Let's see. This path right here. So this is actually 0, 0 right here. And so I'm going to go that way, I'm going to go that way, I'm going to go that way, I'm going to go that way. And then if we hit F3, you'll see I am looking at block about 113. So if you go this high up in the nether, then it is much easier to dig. You don't come across a whole lot of caverns. You don't come across a whole lot of knobs. There is lava, but as soon as you see lava, you just dig straight down, and then it'll go into the hole. So yeah. So then, if you're traversing the nether and you ever get lost, just go up to level 113 or 110 or 115 or whatever level you choose, and head towards 0, 0. And eventually you'll see one of your paths, and then you can go home. And then you don't get lost. So yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, wouldn't mind giving the video a like. I would appreciate it. And subscribe to see more content. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.